What is up, YouTube? It's me, John Avenger, once again, and welcome to another sequel prequel month review. And this is a 2016 film that I didn't review during the summer. It was one of my favorite films of the summer. I know a lot of people didn't see this film in the theater because they didn't like it and they said it was unnecessary. I disagree. I think it's better than the first film. I don't have the DVD or Blu-ray of it yet, but I will get it soon. And that is Alice Through the Looking Glass, the sequel to the 2010 Alice in Wonderland sequel, which was also a sequel. It was not a remake of the 50s version that Disney made, and that was animated. This is an underrated sequel. I don't think enough people saw this in the theater. I saw this in the theater weeks after it came out, and I was really, really entertained. I thought it had a faster pace in the first movie. It was shorter. It had less filler in it, and it had more about Alice, growing as a character. I thought Johnny Depp, he had enough screen time for me. I didn't need him in the whole film because we had enough of him in the last film. So I'm like, this is more grounded, and it's more about Alice and her journey from little girl to a young woman, and she takes charge. She captains a ship. She's a total badass in this movie. I know a lot of people are like, oh, but she's kind of weak, and the film has some sexist guys are like, huh, a woman captain, what's that? Ha ha ha. And then she proves them all wrong, and she's just totally awesome. I love her outfits in the movie. I think the film is colorful and lovely to look at, and the visuals are stunning, and the CGI looks mostly good. I had no problem with the CGI in the last film. People just get offended because it's like, oh, it's a Tim Burton movie. The first one was. This is not. This guy did the Muppet films that came out in 2011, 2014. Those are not for me because that guy made the Muppets pretentious and giving them problems. That didn't work for me. This works for me because it had the spirit of the first film. It had most of the cast from the first film. I thought Sacha Baron Cohen was a decent side villain when he was fun in the movie. I was having fun with him, with his character and his accent. He's good at doing that. Once again, the Red Queen. Helen Bonham Carter kills at that as that character. She's awesome. The freaking flashbacks didn't bother me here like in Suicide Squad because they didn't feel forced in there. They showed some backstory on how the Red Queen got her big head. Didn't bother me. I know it bothered my friend Sean. I get it. Okay, this movie is not for everybody. That's the box office receipts already showed that. But I'd rather watch this in Independence Day Resurgence, and I'd rather watch this again on Blu-ray than Suicide Squad because at least this movie wasn't edited to shit. And like I said, it's weird, but it's my kind of weird. They time travel in this machine that Alice goes through. That's like this ball, and it takes her into a thing that was something different from the first film. It wasn't a copy of the first film. The time travel gimmick worked for me. It was fine. It was something different. I was fine with the characters not being so much in my face. I hated the Cheshire Cat in the last film. It was so creepy with his smile like this. It was kind of creepy. I was like, no. Cheshire Cat didn't creep me out in the animated film, but that in that movie it did, the 2010 film. So they gave him less to say. It was the final performance of Sir Alec Rickman. So rest in peace, Alan Rickman. We miss you. The story was fine. They had to change time so that this is a spoiler, so that Johnny Depp's Mad Hatter's family doesn't get killed in a fire. I get it from the Jabberwocky. Interesting. It's connected to the first film, so it's not like a sequel in name only. I think it does better. It has a lot of heart. This movie has more heart than a lot of sequels that came out after it. It doesn't have to beat you over the head with feminism. It's not a nostalgia trip. It's about family, and it's heartfelt, and it feels real. The scene at the end where the Red Queen and the White Queen actually they coexist, it's fine. It didn't bother me. Anne Hathaway did a good performance, just like in the first film. I mean, she's an Oscar winner now, so that's actually it adds to her favor in every film that she's done after Les Miserables. And the film wasn't like long. It didn't feel like it was 2 hours long. It was an epic sequel. If this is the last Alice in Wonderland movie, I'm fine with it because Alice walks out of this looking good. I like Mia Wasikowska. She's one of the. I will take her over Margot Robbie any day. Why? She doesn't annoy me. She doesn't have a stupid accent. I think. Oh, emo Alice. Yeah, emo Alice. I think she's very sexy for a pale chick. Mia Wasikowska. I like her name. I like her face, her smile. She has a beautiful smile. When she's tough, I'm like, yeah, you go, girl. You're so freaking awesome. And one thing that she has that this hobo with a stick doesn't have, she has a heart. She is human. Yeah, human. Human, not a superhuman. Human. She doesn't have superpowers. And she is normal and that she's more relatable to me than hobo with a stick. I'm sorry. I prefer her. And this actress looks older. And she is older. I think she's like 26 or 27. She's not 24. She's not my sister's age. Winkety wink wink. I like women that are actually closer to my age than someone my sister's age. Give me a freaking break. But anyway, that's not about this. Alice Through the Looking Glass is a good sequel. I don't hate this movie. It's in my top 10 of the year. It's not number one because I saw better films in the summer and in the winter. I think it's a fun movie. It's not a horrible Disney movie. I'd rather sit through this in Jungle Book or Beauty and the Beast next year or freaking any Star Wars movie that's going to come out in like Rogue One or Episode 8. Episode 8 will not throw me as much as this. You would have to really try hard to be as good as this and do something different. Don't piggyback off of the success of that because you cannot do better. This was better than the 2010 film. And the 2010 film I enjoyed too. It's weird, but it's my kind of weird. I like movies that like to be different, that like to be surreal, that are not that can tell a story but do it in a not a different twisted way. That's not the conventional Hollywood. I like that. That's why the 2010 film made $1 billion. It wasn't just because of Johnny Depp. It was because people had missed Alice in Wonderland and they did a live action. It looked beautiful. The colors are vibrant and lovely, and it fits Tim Burton's imagination. And it wasn't a copy of the first film. It aged Alice. Alice was a little girl, then she's a young teen, and now she's a woman. Transition, like in the Matrix trilogy. And anyway, that's my review for this movie. Does it have flaws? Yes. There's too many characters in the film. I admit that. And also, I think there should have been one villain. I don't think either the Red Queen should have been the villain for the whole film, or Sacha Baron Cohen should have been like an anti-hero because he's basically, he's fun in the film, but either he should have been the villain or the Red Queen, not both of them together. I think it's kind of like too many villains, but they both did a good performance. That's why this is one of my favorite films of the year. And while it disappointed some people, it didn't disappoint me. I had a fun time in the theater. I clapped at the end. I was entertained. That's more than a lot of the films we got in June, July, and August. Sorry. I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but I enjoyed Alice Through the Looking Glass. It's a good sequel with heart. Independence Day Resurgence didn't have that. Fembusters didn't have that. Neighbors 2 doesn't have that. The new Ninja Turtles movie definitely didn't have that. This did, and I give it 2 thumbs up for that. It's flawed, but it's entertaining for me. And I think it's worthy of being a sequel to the 2010 film. So that's my defending this movie. I really enjoy this film. I know some people are going to disagree with me. That's fine. This is my kind of weird, man. Johnny Depp being weird as the Mad Hatter. Hey, the Mad Hatter is weird, people. Have you seen the 1950s version where he has white hair and he laughs like this? It's weird, man. It's weird. I still think the worst Alice in Wonderland movie is the remake from 1999. That was way too weird, and I was lost halfway through. Here, I followed the story just fine. Disney has a way of touching my heart, so I give them that. They still can't do that right, like Lucas did, but they still can do certain movies well. I'm going to give them credit for that. But anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for liking, subscribing, commenting. You guys are awesome. I enjoy Alice Through the Looking Glass. Tell me your thoughts. And what would you like to see Johnny Depp and other actors do after this? They're going to have to do something else because this movie didn't do as well as the first one. But hey, I still enjoy it. I will be getting this on Blu-ray. So take care, guys, and see you in the next one.